friends, Namaste. Today I'm going to give you how to apply for various visas. I've been getting a lot of calls. Why don't you start saying something about how to get the visas done? Because many YouTubes or videos or explanation by any means about the travel tourism does not talk about the visas. Today I'm going to speak to you about the visas, that is the procedures of it. But as of 2019, this will get updated. In any case, all the visa matters all over the world, they keep getting updated every now and then. We cannot just depend even upon 1 week before rules and regulations. So we have to keep getting updated. We keep watching the circulars coming from the consulates and updates. Okay, now first of all I would like to say that those tour operators, travel agents, the aspiring newcomers, the staff members, young, they all must be wanting to have this information. Also, those students who are learning right now due to COVID by internet at home or online, for those students who are doing the travel and tourism courses from various institutions, and also those youngsters who are aspirant of going for the job abroad or just to get somewhere abroad, then we get settled over there, not to come back, go with a tourist visa or something like many people. So, and also there are many people who are just waiting for the COVID to get over, so they could start the travel agency work. So this is given to all the people, this is dedicated to all the people who are looking forward something called visa. Even the very senior members who still want to go on a tour, of course, why not? They also should know that there are procedurals for visas. Visa is not something which we just go to a shop and buy at a cost. Many people think that when you have money, you can buy the visa, which is not so. It's one of the toughest job to get the visas. Sometimes to certain people, very easy also. So let us talk about the visa, how to proceed with it. Alright, now how the visa looks like. These are some of the visa. I would like you to see it. This is one of the visas. Alright, you have a photographs over there, photograph of the person concerned. Then you know on the top which visa is it, and the period of the visa, validity, and not only the validity, also you need to know that once you get the visa, how many days you can stay in the particular country, and by which date you must enter, and by which date you should be out. All those, and what kind of type of visa, is it a tourist visa or student visa or work visa, all those informations are given over here. This is one of the visa. I'll also show you now another visa. Here also you can see, it's a Russian visa, you can see the photographs. Most of the consulate, they give the photographs on the visa. So there are all these rules and regulations, all these procedural matters, all errors also happen along with that. You know, every good thing has a bad thing, every bad thing has a good thing too. So let me start with it. Now, first and foremost, you must know for any visa, you need to have a passport. Whichever country you belong to, you should have that country's passport. Those passport should be like this. Now first, I would like to inform you, many people, when you get the passport, whether you may give it to your friend or relative or a travel agent or a tour operator, they have this habit of putting certain stickers on all over the passport, which should be no. This shouldn't happen. Before going for the visa, I would like you to remind you certain errors on the passport. So this is the beginning of all the problems. Why some people don't get the visa, some people get early visas. Let's start with it. The visas and the passports go together. Now you must be knowing this passport which we have, we think it is our passport. We are only the custodian of this passport. It's only in our custody as long as we are alive. The passport actually belonged to the Republic of India, the government of India. And who is the head of that department? The president. So passports belong to him, all the passports of the nationals of India, citizens of India. We are only keeping the passport. When you get the passport, you must check the passport in hand whether everything is written in the passport is correct. Your name is correct, your date of birth is correct, place of birth is correct, expiry date is correct, everything has its own way. When you want to go on a tour or for any visa matter, you must check the passport whether the passport is correct. It has the required pages. You require minimum 4 pages. 4 pages means, same again, blank pages. This is, you call 1, 2. So again, 3, 4. So minimum this 2 long together, not in between somewhere. Like you have sometimes the, like this. No, this is not one full. But if you have a visa stamp this side, then this side they need a stamp to be put by the Immigration Custom Department. If you have the pass visa done this side, then you need this space. So you need 2 clear. Depends upon how many countries you plan to go. Suppose you are going to South American countries or some other Asian countries which require multiple entry visas or multiple visas, then if you require 3 visas or 4 visas, you must keep that many pages. So I would suggest from my side, minimum you must have 4 such pages. That's 1 full, 2 full, 3 full and 4 full. Then you are safe. If you are not having that many pages, immediately go for the renewal of the passport. The passport, basically most of the consulates require 6 months validity, as I told you. But 6 months validity is that when you submit the documents, once you go on the tour, when you come back or on a trip, when you come back, suppose you are traveling, now this is the month of March beginning, and you are traveling in the month of November, you must go backward. That November means you have to see October, September, August, July, June, May. So you must have the passport validity if you are going on an October tour, not May. If you are going on a tour in the month of May, you must have the October. Understood? So 6 months from the date of your submission forward. The best thing is, when you plan to come back, suppose you are going to America and you are thinking of staying over there for about 2 weeks, and you are going in the early first week of May, and you are there probably till end of May. You are coming back in the month of end of May. You are going to write in the visa application form, when do you intend to travel, how many days you stay, when you are going to come back. So from that coming back date to 6 months, the ideal. That's for many visas, but not for all the visas. For example, if you are applying for a Malaysian visa, they give him 2 years or 1 year visa. Rarely you get 6 months also. So if you are going to get the 2 years visa, then the passport should be valid for those 2 years. Now in American passport, for American visa, they give the 10 years visa, even if it is 6 months validity, 10 months validity, this visa could be no need to renew. The same visa you can use for multiple passport. You just have to have that passport just behind your new passport. But in the case of Canadian visa, they also started giving 10 years visa. Suppose you have 1 year to go and you apply for the Canadian visa. You got it in the next 3 months time. So you have only 9 months left for the visa. Although your visa is stamped for 10 years. 2021 if you stamp the visa, you are having the visa till 2031, but your visa passport valid only till end of 2021. You have to make a new passport to continue, right? So when you make a new passport, this old passport visa is no more valid in the case of Canada. So far, I am talking to you again as of 2019. This might vary, some people may have something else to speak about, but this as far as my knowledge goes and my experience goes. Right? Same way when you are applying for a Schengen visa, they give you 6 months, 1 year or 2 years. Once you stamp the Schengen visa or even UK visa, even if the passport is not valid after 8 months or 10 months, no problem. You can make a new passport, this old passport visa is valid. But certain countries it is, so you have to keep checking, like you check with your doctor about the blood pressure and sugar as per the person's convenience and life structure. You got to check with your travel agent or tour operator how it is. So you have to get periodically checked, updated the information from the site. Alright? Passport, if you put the rubber band, if it goes like this to all these passports, correct? Now after a while, you don't check this every time, you keep it in your safe or wherever box. After some time, this place with the paper and the rubber band gets rusted. See, then what happens? This place is almost to get torn. May not be torn. Now this passport, when you give to the immigration officer or a custom officer, or even to stamp the visa, suppose you give it, when you give it, they suddenly in the hurry they take, they put the stamp. This will get into two pieces. We had a very clear experience of that. When one of our Europe tour was going, there was a husband and wife. Of course, they would be hearing about this, my practical experience. This others can get helped of. When everything was over, they got the UK visa, Schengen visa, they went to the airport. It was in Cochin International Airport. The husband was okay, he went through, and the wife put the passport. When she gave the passport, it was with a rubber band done over there. He just put the stamp of the immigration, and this passport's broken into two pieces, torn apart. And you cannot hold him responsible. She couldn't travel, she cannot travel. So he also couldn't travel. Now the rule of the airline says the group ticket is non-refundable. Same day, once the visa is stamped, you have to pay again with all the procedures. You cannot in between say, okay, this happened, so please give me. You don't communicate with the consulate. Even if you write big letters, it's of no use. So both of them have to come back, apply for the fresh passport, then apply for the new visas. Of course, saying this so-and-so visa we had in so-and-so passport, put in this passport, own passport, it helps. Not that does not help. But you have to make the payment, go through all the procedures all over again. That is it. So it is very crucial that you must be keeping the passport very well. The best thing is, keep this passport always. When you keep it, don't touch with the hand as far as possible, so the sweat does not get into. Don't keep into any wet and watery place, and don't get any fuming place also, not at the heat place also. Well, nicely put a nice paper cover in it, and on top of it put a plastic cover, well, close it and keep it inside. And what you should do, rule number 1, you must check your passport at least once in 6 months. Even if I don't say once in every 3 months, please ensure you check once in 6 months, so that you know your passport validity is there, or any other information the government has asked you to do, whether you have compared with it, all these things. Correct? You got now so much of information? Right. Next, photographs of the person. Quite often you see some of the photos you have applied, you probably have gone through some sickness or something, you are totally changed. So if there is so much of a change happening, you must make the passport new. I had a tour leader of mine who had a photograph taken at the age of 18. So he was looking like 15, 16, a small boy he was looking. And he got the passport, and after 5 years, the passport was valid for 10 years. After 5 years, he went as a tour leader, there about 23 or 24, he went as a tour leader to China. He was coming back from China to Hong Kong. So Hong Kong, it's a visa on arrival. He was held and he was questioned. They said, this passport, the photograph, and the photograph which you are right now, both are different. It's like a baby, and this is you are a different person. He tried to explain all those things, nothing worked out. Then finally, he happened to call me, and I said, look, you somehow generally the immigration officer will not talk to another person, third person outside, never. But I said, please, with folded hands, somehow make it. So I was talking to him on his phone. Actually, they don't even allow to talk. Then he said, say, I have a group outside. He was not even willing to listen to that. But somehow, for some luck, I should say, it was again early morning hours. I think it was, our time was something about 4:30 or 5, and he was at 7:38 over there. 2.5 hours difference. I spoke to the gentleman. I said, sir, with the folded hands, I'm speaking, this is in India, so-and-so time. He has a group of 35 people with him. They are gone to China, coming back to Hong Kong. They are all rich people, and this boy has just completed his education and he's put on to a new job. And if he gets a job out of it, he will never ever travel again as a tour leader. He'll be very scared, and then the promotion of tourism destinations become difficult. So I requested him again and again. Somehow, then the next question he was, get all the people. So he had to, everybody were waiting at the place of luggage. Some person brought all the people. They were individual men. So all the individual men he caught all of, started questioning. Finally, with about almost 2.5 hours, They took time at the airport only for the immigration purpose because of this photographs differentiation, and then relieved. But it was a tough time for him as well as for me, and maybe the immigration office also. This happened. So these are another important information. Children, they provide only to up to 15 or 18 years of age the passport. So you got to check when they become 17 or something or 14 or something, the parents probably plan to go on it to them. They think the passport is done, it will be there available for 10 years. Because my passport also was done the same way, mother, father, children's passport done at the same time. They've probably not seen how many years the passport is valid for the child. Maybe it is done at the age of 13 or 12, it's valid only till 15 or 18 years. Then the same problem. Because like adults get 10 years of validity for the passport, children don't get. When they reach at the age of 15 or 18, they have a cut. And you have to make again another passport. That also will go to about 18 years or something. Then again they cut. Then they give for the, only after the adult age they get 10 years of validity. I do not know if it has been changed now because we do not have that proper information system to acquire. But these are generally the thumb rules of the passport. Now the very valid information about the passport and for the visas. If you have made a mistake with the traffic police, suppose once we had an incident, one of the boys happened to take his bike in the evening and he was traveling and he forgot to put the headlight. So the traffic police caught him and he said so and so thing. He said, no, I could see the road so I didn't put the light, which is wrong. Okay, the police caught him, said to go to the police station. He was taken to police station and he was made to pay some money and all over there. Everything is clear. He came back. After 3 years, he was planning to go to Australia as a student. After his study, this has happened when he was in +2 or something. After 3 years, when his education is over, he wanted to do higher studies. So he was planning to go to Australia. He has done his IELTS. Then he found his passport has to be renewed. It's almost getting expired. So he submitted for the passport. The passport is not coming. Made the inquiry. Then it came to know that the case which was there about 3 years back about the small little traffic police and the light not in the bike, that is not cleared. That is in the internet, in the system. So that became an obstacle for him to get the passport. So the parents had to go with him, give written explanation, go to the court, make the payment, whatever with the fees again, clear it up, then afterwards he got the passport. So you see, when you make the passport, there's something called police verification. Similarly, once I had a problem, it's about few years back. My passport was to go for renewal. Now I keep traveling a lot of times to many countries. So I always check in time, everything has happened. So I submit the passport for the making new. And I was supposed to get in 5 days time, it's an urgent passport. Suddenly they said, no, your passport is gone for the police verification, but there is a problem. You please check with the police nearby. So I went to the police station of the nearest. I was so surprised. The reason is, about 10 years back, when the Reliance telephone was the handset, the desk telephone was available. We all have gone for the telephones. And after some time, due to whatever problem, we all discontinued. I think Reliance also at that time closed down. They discontinued everything. And there was some 8 rupees or something, the bill to be paid, 8 rupees. 8 rupees or 12 rupees, something like for 2 phones. And like this, the advocates of Reliance sent to all the people, they sent it to us also. We saw this and we ignored, naturally small amount we ignored. Finally, they sent a complaint, legal notice for payment of the sum. But they did not mention how much, but it's just come in a routine basis. Then we went to the court, but the case was not there. The other party did not come. So the case got written off. There's no case. Alright, so everything is over, we came back. But though the other party did not come, the case got cleared off, but the matter still stands that I owe so much money to Reliance and there's a police complaint. There's a legal case pending against me on my name. So the passport is not to be given. I had to speak to them. I gave all the papers. I had searched about 10 years old paper. Luckily, we had kept all those papers. Everything I had taken. I given the information. They verified. Then they wrote it off. So police verification means police will verify whether I am standing anyway against the rules and regulations of a nice citizen of the country. If not, this is very important information. Many things we learn from the COVID, but many things we learn when we get a real experience. I would also suggest whenever you make the passport, once the child becomes 7 or 8 years, the child should be involved in filling up the application form. What we generally do is we give to somebody, an agent, to fill the visa passport application form. We don't even know. So what he writes or what she writes, whatever he knows, whatever we mention, that they write. Many times it happens in us, we have these names, like, for example, Jacob Matthew, the father's name. And when he is a child, he'll put the child's name Matthew Jacob, because his father's name was X, that is to be given to the child. Then the child's second name becomes the father's name. So his father's name became the first name of the child, and the actual father's first name became the second name. So it becomes Jacob Matthew, Matthew Jacob. It differs. And if that happens, it's a problem. There can be Jacob Matthew, there will be Matthew Jacob, the other child will be again Jacob Matthew. Correct? So to avoid this, we should always be careful when you make the passport. The child and the parents, whoever is are doing, they must be there with the presence of mind to fill the application. Also, many times it happened in some of the Hindu families, they don't put the father's name, they put the mother's name. Like, for example, suppose my name is, Nalina Poduval. So that means surname is Poduval, my name is Nalina. Now, in the passport application form, they put both as first name, Nalina Poduval as the first name, and the last name is put blank. So I have no last name. That means what? I have no father or I have no mother. Generally it is father's name or husband's name. So neither I have father's name nor husband's name. How is it? Somebody born without father or husband. There will be somebody. Alright. So then when you put like this, the officials, when they do the visas, like American visa, they say the last name is not known or unknown. So they put L means last name, L, N, name, unknown, U, LNU. Sometimes this name of us, the person is filling the application form, puts on the last name, Nalina Poduval, full in the last name. Then what happens? The first name is unknown. So they say FNU, first name unknown. Now when they issue the visa, they write like this. They also make, you can see now all the visas, down there is a line, the first name, the full name with spelling is given again correctly, without leaving the space. So they say after that FNU or an LNU. Here it's okay, we get the visa, it's alright. But when you're at the airport, particularly in America and Australia and China and even New Zealand, they are very strict, even South America, they are very strict about it. They say you do not have the full name here. We can't say your surname as LNU or your first name as FNU. So you make a new ticket with your name broken into two. But then if you do that, when you go to the immigration people will question you because the ticket doesn't show as per the passport. Correct? So either way you are in trouble. It's a big deal. So for that purpose, from the beginning, the source, when is the source? And the source time, you must make sure that the passport is written correctly with our knowledge. The name is given correctly. If we have a pet name, that is given. If our date of birth, then also there are so many date of births. Some of them have date of birth which is the born date. Some of them have something which the school or college, some other date is given because to make up the date for the entry of the admission of the child, because they have to have so many years or whatever reason could be. So when such things take place, they forget that and they give something else. So you should make sure what is given as a date of birth should be the same in the school or college, should be the same in the passport. And again the address, the local address and the permanent address. So in the case of the mother, father's name or the spouse's name, all these are very, very crucial, important items in the passport. Against that you do the visas. When you do the passport, maybe you do at the age of 1 year or maybe at the age of 20 or 25, 30. But this lack and proceed to the 20 years and give enormous trouble to the person who is going to apply for the visa later. So these things should be very, very important, taken care of. Similarly, when the passport application is given, the application form should be written neatly with spelling separately, not in the chain letters, because each person has different style of writing. I looks like E looks like U, A looks like U or O. So it should be written separately with the correct, either by capital letters or if it is small letters, separately. Otherwise this gets stumbled, and person who writes will be different and what comes will be different. Then there is no point in. And many times when the passport comes to you, when you get it, you don't open and look at it. You will see the passport is given very happy, kept it inside. You must look what is written, what are the ingredients mentioned over there, your height, your weight, or whatever things it is. You must specifically check and understand by yourself before you keep them, so that if there is any mistake, you can immediately give it for the correction. There are so many corrections comes into our office. Some of them are uncorrectable. Then you have all this kind of problems. So next week or tomorrow or maybe after tomorrow, I'm going to give you the real how to apply how to apply for each visa. So first of all, we'll start with American visa. How to apply for an American visa. Also after that, how to be ready for the personal interview for the American visa. All of you know, for American visa, you have one is the biometrics, then you have a personal interview. So most of the people, they feel at the place of the personal interview. So what I'm going to give you only the information and the knowledge and the experience. Don't take that as a thumb rule, because this may change. As I told, it may get updated. So I do not want anything as a claim on my name. But this is very much for information to you, to help you to prepare. So after the COVID, many people want to travel now to America. Many are waiting for the visa. Some have got the visa, but they have expired or couldn't go. So for all these people, what I am going to give this tip will be very, very beneficial. And please share this message to others, because often everybody makes this mistake. Be great help to them, financially, physically and mentally. Number 2, subscribe those who are not subscribed. Put your comments and please watch and like it. Alright? Thank you so much. Wish you all the best.